Yeah, this is gonna take forever.
Welcome to the half-year Mario plush collection. Let's see if you can count them all, because I surely can't.
I've actually gotten a decent amount of plushes this year, and this is my entire collection, so let's see if we can fill all of them on the bed. So, let's get started on the Marios. This is just the All-Star Mario that you see in every video. Here's a second half for him, I guess, if he ever loses this one. Then we have Builder Mario, which is honestly my newest plush that I've gotten recently. The only downside is like a little bit of dirt on the glove and this, but honestly, I got it for cheaper than I thought I would have. So I can't complain. Then we have Dr. Mario, where this thing is coming in half. Then Metal Mario. Then we have Fire Mario, which I got this in like 2018 on Black Friday at a GameStop. So that's kind of cool. Then we have the World of Nintendo Fire Mario. Baby Mario, which he sadly has this, he has a rip in him now, but honestly that could probably be sewn. Cat Mario, Tanuki Mario, then finally my favorite plush of this section, Wing Cap Super Mario 64 Mario. I wish the gloves weren't so dirty. They look really dirty on camera, but it's probably just the lighting. Oh man, that's bad. But you know what? It's a Wing Cap Mario with both the buttons, you know, still there, and that's kind of rare, and it's just a cool blush in general. So the Mario section's actually grown for the first time in years. Now with him out of the way, on to Luigi. Then we have the main man who should be number one, Luigi. This is my new All-Star one, so he's pretty handsome. I have no what else to say. Honestly, the All-Star plushies are kind of boring to me. Then we have the first All-Star Luigi I ever got, and I did this for a Zombie Apocalypse video, and then never returned with the series. Kind of like Crazy Morton. Man, I still need to work on that. Then we have Builder Luigi, which is also my newest, one of my newest. He actually doesn't have any marks on him, so that's why he's better than Mario. Then we have the little buddy Baby Luigi. I don't have the All-Star one, because honestly, what's the reason? The mouth is just less shown, so it's just like this. Then we have Luigi riding Yoshi. This is kind of a cool plush. I kind of want to put these, like, not together, but I don't want to ruin the plush because these are sewn together and I don't want to ruin it because this is kind of cool. Then we have this thing. Then the amazing Doc himself, Polterpup, Orf. Then the character I hyped up for literal years, that now his arc is almost over because he died, and now Dry Bowser takes over. This plush is really cool though. It was 75 bucks though. Thanks, Dad. Now on to the Toads, where we have this creature. Funny thing is, the person I ordered from eBay, that honestly probably a lot of people that order from them to get the really cool fake plushes from, I got this for like a 2-for-1 deal, so that's cool. At least I have a normal Toad now. Then we have the sitting Captain Toad, then the standing one, and then this big man. So the Toads haven't really grown, mostly because I don't really want a lot more Toads, because that honestly sounds like a nightmare. Now on to the princesses. So we start with Rosalina, aka the best one. I don't use her for videos because I want to do a Mario Galaxy video for the longest time. It's just so much green screening, and I don't do my own green screening, so I don't want to have to put my thumbnail artist through that. Then we have Luma. I don't know really where to put him, but I want more of these. Then we have Peach. Who cares? But then we have the Wedding Princess Peach, where her amulet is gone, so it's just that kind of weird aftermath stain. But I might get another one. Probably not, to be honest. But I will give props to this plush. It has become my most popular video. So I might do Bowser's Honeymoon. Now one of the best characters ever, Wario and Waluigi. I mean, do I even need to explain? But yeah, nothing really has really grown or just unbeen added because there's not a lot of them. Except I do want the Mario Party 5 version of Wario, even though he's expensive. So that's all from them, I guess. Except I lost my original Waluigi, and this is a different one. Again, thank you, Dad. Now on to the DKs, where we have this beautiful, just amazing creature. I mean, just look at him. How could you not love him? I did a drawing of him. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Then we have Diddy Kong. Then we have Donkey Kong holding a barrel. My only weird thing about this plush I don't like is the eyes. He just looks weird. And then we have Lanky Kong. Now, clearly, this isn't like an official Mario plush. This is who I call Lanky Kong for a future Donkey Kong video, which honestly I might make later this July or early August. So Donkey Kongs haven't really grown except for Lanky Kong, and that's not even a real Mario plush. So I guess we add half a point for him. Now on to the characters I just use subtitles for because they don't have voices. But yeah, the Yoshis, the All-Star Yoshis. Honestly, a lot of people complain about them, but honestly, I don't mind them. They are just really big, but honestly, who cares? But yeah, Green Yoshi, just the really basic one that no one likes. Then we have this Green Yoshi, which I don't want to talk about this. Then we have another cool addition, the BDNA Mario 64, at least I think it is, Yoshi. Yeah, it's BDNA. This thing's awesome. It's really ugly, but that's why I like it so much, because it's so ugly. Then we have Dark Blue Yoshi, which I got this in Nintendo World in New York, so that's cool. Then Light Blue Yoshi, where I also got this the same time I got the Fire Mario, GameStop on Black Friday 2018. Then we have White Yoshi, just no story for him, just got him on Amazon. Black Yoshi. Then we have Purple and Red Yoshis. These three, plus the, these three are the only little buddy ones that I have. I just got the rest in All-Star. I don't plan to get these in All-Star because honestly they're just cool to be like just the weird ones in the group. Then Pink Yoshi, who was actually the last one I got, and she even still has like the plastic thing on top of her. I took her tag off, but I still have this. Then Yellow Yoshi. I honestly just get the Yoshis over the years and just hope they don't go up in price. Then finally Orange Yoshi. So all the Yoshi colors, I have all the Yoshi colors. I do want to get some of the Yoshi's Island DS ones, just because why not, they're kind of cool. So that's all the Yoshis, and just the entire back part of my bed is done. I'm honestly not sure if we're going to fill up the entire bed. I hope we do. Now on to the Bowser minions. And what a better place to start than with the Goombas. You could probably tell which one's official and which two aren't. These two. But honestly, it's cool having one official one and the rest being unofficial, because now they're all weird. Now, Monty Moles, where I actually made a video off of one of these dudes for a Bowser minion video. And honestly did pretty well, so thank you guys for that. But yeah, I got these two. So the story behind these two actually are, I ordered one of them normally, but then my card declined, so I'm like, okay, I'll just cancel that order, and then I'll put money in my account, and then I'll order another one. But then they both showed up, so I'm like, okay, I'll just keep both of them. So now we have two Monty Moles by complete accident. Then we have Wiggler. Not much to say. It's a Wiggler. Babomb. Another Babomb. This one's the All-Star one. You can tell which one is older. Next is Dry Bones, aka the Koopa League's teacher. I feel bad for him. He has to deal with them for 4 more years again. I hate my life. Then we just have a Green Shell. I don't know where else to put him. I mean, it could just be a Koopa in here. Is anyone in here? Speaking of Koopa, here's the most annoying character I ever have, and the reason he's not in videos that much. Hey dude, what's up dude? What's your video game dude? You see why he's not in videos? Then we have Paratroopa. This one's kind of cool. I got this at like a Barnes & Noble or something. Then we have Thwomp. This one's a weird one. I got this out of like a box that was just a full bunch of random Mario stuff. Then Kamek. I don't have his wand anymore, so that kind of sucks. Then Cheep Cheep. You can tell that he's been in water for a video because he just looks just completely just old. Then we have Bullet Bill. I really want to get Bonsai Bill, but I don't know, maybe. But the thing that sucked about this plush though is that these hands used to be connected, not anymore, and you can see where they used to be. Then we have Chain Chomp, one of my 3 original Mario plushes. Then we have Buzzy Beetle. I don't know why I don't use this like for like a background character more. I just like the way he looks. And just look at that face. How could you hate that? Then we have Blooper. Yeah, that's it. Then we have my only Piranha Plant. And this thing goes up to $80 on eBay. And I got this at Hot Topic for like 25 bucks. Totally worth it. And yeah, I shop at Hot Topic. You can tell. Then we have Mecha Koopa. This dude's cool. Probably my favorite Mario enemy. Then we have both Hammer Bros. This one's Sir King Hammer Bro. He was Bowser's brother, and then Bowser locked him up. This one's just a normal Hammer Bro. If you see a normal Hammer Bro in videos, it's this dude. If you see another one, it's Sir King Hammer Bro. I have really confusing lore. Then we have the old Sanebu. This thing's old. 2011? Ew. Then we have the All-Star one. I like the Sine one more. This one just looks too just round. Which honestly, yeah, that's the point, but like too round. Then we have King Boo. When's the official one, Nintendo? Huh? Then we have a Big Shy Guy. For some reason, he was supposed to be a main character in my old videos.
I'm really happy I didn't, because imagine Shy Guy being the main character instead of Morton. Super crazy Shy Guy films, yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Then we have the Sine Shy Guy. This dude's really cool. Shy Guy's probably my favorite, also one of my favorite Mario enemies. I did a drawing of him. I draw a lot of Mario stuff. Then we have the All-Star one. This one's probably one of the cooler looking plushes from the All-Star set. I really like Shy Guy. Then we have Sebastian. He's just a character in my videos that he's kind of just on both sides of the conflict. So yeah, that's cool. I got this off of eBay. I really like him. I want to get the blue one. The enemies haven't really grown except for Shy Guy. And that's kind of it. I don't get a lot of enemies just because there's only so many you can get of one enemy. And there's not a lot of the official plushes, but I plan to get more soon. Wait, I forgot one because he fell off the box he was on. Fuzzy. This dude's amazing. He's cool, but I hate him in the games. He's so annoying. I hope he dies. Now on to the Koopalings. First we have Morton, who is the best character besides Iggy, and you know, you all love him. I hope. Please love me. But yeah, this is like my fifth or fourth Morton. I think this is my fourth or third Morton, actually, not fifth. And he's probably going to stay that way for like another half year or a year, because I like to replace my Mortons every so often just to have them in the best condition. Then we have Clone Morton, which, rest in peace, because I killed him off. But yeah, rest in peace, Clone Morton. Then we have Wendy, who started being in videos like middle of last year to early of this year again. It's just cool to have her in a video, because her and Morton have a really good dynamic. I like them being a duo. Then we have Roy, which I get a comment at least every other video about his glasses. I promise I'll get a new one of him soon. Then we have Lemmy, who you won't see in videos for a little while because his voice is like this, and it hurts to do after like 5 seconds. So I'm eventually gonna make a video called Lemmy's New Voice. I just have to find a new voice for him. If you have any recommendations, put them down in the comments. Then we have Imposter Larry, aka Emo Larry. This was for the Koopaling Imposter, which is like my second to newest video. That was a cool video to film. Then we have the All-Star Larry. This is probably my favorite Koopaling plush. He's not my favorite Koopaling, just plush because how soft he is and how cool he is. And he looks awesome. Then we have Iggy. This is like my third or second Iggy. I don't replace him as often, but I still replace him. And then Ludwig, or Ludwig, whatever the two, whatever you prefer. Then we have Junior, who just actively tries to go the Koopalings. I don't like this Junior. The bit makes him look like he has wings. Also such a really ugly and flat Junior. Then we have Dry Bowser Jr. This was a villain who was the first villain to get killed off. Morton split him in half, which was kind of insane for him. But you know what? He was a cool villain, and this is a cool plush in general. Then we have the Super Mario Wonder Jr. I'm not a giant fan of Mario Wonder, but this plush is awesome. It's really high quality. The bib is like made of like a weird fabric, which is the only thing I don't like. But visually, it's an amazing looking Junior. I mean, just look at that hair. So that's all the Koopalings. It's not my largest section because I don't see the point in getting more than one Koopaling unless I get a stunt double of each of them, which is just too damn expensive. But it's probably my second favorite section besides what comes next. The king of the Koopas himself, Bowser. This is my new All-Star one I got back last like July. Actually, probably a bit more than a year ago today. I got this Bowser. This is visually amazing looking. I didn't really like it at first, but it's grown on me. Then there's my old All-Star Bowser, which now that I look at him, he's weird looking. But you know what? It was my first All-Star Bowser, and I got him at Super Nintendo World in New York, and he has a hole in his mouth. So this is just kind of a super crazy Morton Children's relic, I guess. You belong in a museum. Then we have Puppet Bowser. I got this for my birthday one year. That was cool. Thanks, Dad. Again. Then we have Meowser, who's just another cool looking Mario plush. Even though it's just unofficial, it just feels amazing. Like it's a very good feeling plush. Then we have Bowser's dad, aka Fury Bowser. I'm old! Yeah, this is a newer character. Then we have the original Dark Bowser. This is the one I used when he was the first big villain, but I kind of got a new one shortly after he became a good guy because why not? And his chain became just gone. Then we have the new Dark Bowser, who's kind of become just not really a big character anymore, except for like story videos. But I still like using him. He's just cool. He's just cool, and yeah, that's kind of about it. He's just a cool looking plush. Then we have King Koopa from the Super Mario Show. This is a cool plush. The crown is weird, but that's my only complaint about it. This is a really cool looking plush. Did I use this in a video yet? Yeah, he's the Desert Kingdom King. That's right. Then we have Wedding Bowser. I want to do an Odyssey video. I just don't have Cappy or a Wedding Mario.
Then we have Boom Boom and Pom Pom. I should have put these dudes with the Koopalings. I just kind of didn't realize it till later. And then we have Dr. Toad, who's not really a Bowser, but he's just so closely, like, with Bowser in the videos that he just counts as a Bowser at this point. Then we have Fawful and Midbis, who don't really belong in this section, but there's no other really place to put them, because they're not really a Bowser, like, minion, but they're also not a Koopaling, so they're just close enough to a Bowser, I guess. So that's all of my Mario plushes, but that's not where the video ends, because this isn't just my Mario collection, this is all of my plushes collection. So now we move on to the kind of the miscellaneous, like the Zelda series. I have Toon Link, Toon Zelda. I got this off of Macari. I've gotten some amazing deals off of there. And then a Bokoblin, I think it's called. I'm not sure. I haven't played Breath of the Wild in a while, and I don't like Tears of the Kingdom. Then we have an unofficial Kirby. He just looks like a gumball. I mean, that's kind of the point, I guess. Then we have Meta Knight, which this is a really cool plush. I plan to make a Kirby video sometime soon. I'm just in the middle of moving, so I don't have a lot of time for big videos. Then Sonic. This is a weird looking Sonic, but honestly, it's cool. I got it for Christmas one year. Then Chaos, who was like the first villain to actually be killed off and have his own movie called the Chaos Emeralds. There was a lot of hype around that, and it did pretty good. So thank you guys. And it just turned like a year old a couple months ago. Then we have Huggy Wuggy for some reason. Then we have the FNAF plushes. I have Freddy and then Springtrap. These are also pretty early on villains. Then my only Animal Crossing plush, which there's a story behind this. So I think it was around Christmas of 23. I got this in the mail from I don't know who. I asked my family, I asked my friends if they bought it for me. No one admitted they did, and so I don't know who got this for me, but thank you. I really like Stitches, so thank you, I guess. I made a video off of it. And then Pokemon, where I have Pikachu, Flareon, and a shiny Umbreon, aka Morton's cat. I made a video off of that. I make a video off a lot of random stuff I get. And then just Minecraft plushes. So that's the miscellaneous stuff done. I did want to make a section for each of them, so I just put them all in the miscellaneous and just under their respective like game. So now we're on to the Angry Birds section. And if you're from the original days of Super Crazy Morton, it was actually originally called Super Mario Morton, this was the first main villain. If you don't know who this is, go back and look at my old videos. Actually don't, please don't. But yeah, this is evil Space Bird. What was 12-year-old me doing? Then we have normal Redbird. This dude's cool. He's just normal. He's just basic. His speaker box doesn't work, sadly. Then this, like, Devil Redbird from Angry Birds Seasons. This is cool. Then this weird red plush that I got with a slingshot. Slingshot doesn't work that great, but oh well. Then we have Chuck, whose speaker box also doesn't work. Then Space Chuck. Then Chuck is Han Solo. This is a cool plush. Then Terrence. I got this dude for a good deal. I got him in a set of like 3 for like 20 bucks. Then Bubbles, who was in that set. Then Hal. I wish he had the open beak, but I'm pretty sure that's an expensive one. I'll look it up later. Then we have Space Terrence, whose speaker box also doesn't work. A lot of these don't. Then we have Bomb, who actually started my plush collecting, so this is like my first plush that I got for collecting. Then we have the Blues. These are cool. I like this one. He's space. And then Terrence as Chewbacca. Then we have a small white bird. And then the Christmas one, which I use for videos whenever the Angry Birds are in them, which is like once a decade. And then Icebird. I won this at Seaside Heights at New Jersey at the boardwalk. That's cool. Then this dude from Rio. I don't remember his name. So that's all of the Angry Birds. We might actually fill this up. Now onto the pigs. First we have King Pig. Oink! Then we have the normal Commonwealth Green Pig. I got this in the set with Terrence and Bubbles too. That was cool. Then we have Helmet Pig. His helmet's gone, so he just looks like a pancake. Then Foreman Pig, who has a rip in his back, sadly. Then the normal size Foreman Pig. Then we have this, like, 3-inch normal pig. And then 2 more normal green pigs. Then Stormtrooper Pig. Then Darth Vader. This would be a cool video, I'm not gonna lie. And then finally, this giant pig I got it at a thrift store. So, surprisingly, we didn't go off the bed. I am really shocked. I expect by next year it's gonna be down to here. But, man, this is why I'm not in a relationship. This year has been rough so far, especially I was just in a rough school, but now I'm out of school, so finally. I'm gonna try to keep a consistent schedule as much as I can, and I want to use more characters. I want to use the Builder Mario and Luigi for a video, maybe for the new house. And then maybe an Angry Birds video every now and then, you know, just to mix up the videos. I've been trying to do that lately. I started doing Baby Bros videos. Those do pretty well, so I'm gonna keep doing them. But I want to make a link video because he hasn't been in a video in a couple years, and I want to add to his story. Then, of course, the future Donkey Kong video. And I also got to make a video with Wario and Waluigi that's not about them stealing something. But if you have any idea for any of these characters down below, comment them and I might do them. And I'll give you a shout out for the person who gave me a video idea. But that's all for me for now. My back is killing me and I have to put these all away. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for helping me get through this really rough year so far. And new videos coming soon. I have a decent amount of videos planned. I just gotta get to filming them because I draw and watch too much anime right now. So that's kind of taking up a lot of my time because I'm not in school and I'm just kind of waiting to move. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. See you in the next video, whenever that is.